put some money, they will come together, support. So that's the way. So by doing that, it's become doable support. That's why you also come. Like I spoke to Balasiva and able, or you also professional, and also you are going to provide service. So that kind of partnership can help. So you also kind of, as a business organization, we are going to learn about you, work with your support, and then we want to each working together support, and then to do. In this kind of problem, we also aware that some of the people may exploit these parents, like they are saying this therapy, that therapy, go there, or the kind. By that way, sometimes parents spend unnecessary money, which is a non-approved treatment, like a stem cell treatment or like that. This all non-approved kind of method, so they spend a lot of money. So we wanted to provide and support the correct information, correct things. There are correct equipment, services, software, and those things are there. So there can be a kind of coach, a sports coach, or things like that. So the kind of whoever is a reputable things, so they can also be by parents get to know, and they can use it. So that's the kind of partnership, and we will get to know you all, and we can work together, and then we can train. So that's the kind of our vision. So we work in a collaborative way. So empowering. So in that parent and child on the center. So child and the parent on the center, we all work together. So my work is coaching and supporting and empowering them. So we feel the parent is the expert, the child and parent the expert. Okay, that's the model we look at. Let's share my slide. So I'll try to share my slide. See, share my entire screen. So when I come to share, it is not the share button not coming in blue. So what do I do?
Archana, you have to make
yeah.
Then only you can share. So how
If we get Yogesh,
Bala, unmute yourself.
Let me help you, doctor. So there is this window on top of the share screen button where you see your own screen. Click on that and then share the screen.
So I can see a kind of present now, okay? Present now. I'm presenting an entire screen. So when I come to present entire screen,
now click on the window in between above the screen. The screen yellow blue color button is there.
Okay. Other part share another. Okay.
You have to select your own. Click on your picture and then you will see the share button. Click on your picture.
So I said Google Chrome might not have the screen recording permission on your computer. Go to System Preference and open System Preference.
Need not, doctor. Like for presenting, you need not go through this. So entire screen.
Okay. Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay.
That's it, and that's all you need to do. Just so there is this bottom. There are icons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth icon is presentation.
Okay.
Arrow mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Arrow mark.
Click on that, doctor.
So the kind of says QuickTime Player, Microsoft PowerPoint. Then
no, doctor. I think you are on a different stage.
Huh?
On your Google Meet, click on Present Now, which is like one of the 8 icons that is there in the bottom.
Wait a minute.
Doctor, it's like a screen.
So dismiss. So if I present button,
present now, click on that.
Yes, I can present now.
Yeah, and you click on your entire screen, and then you will see a window.
Entire screen.
Your own screen. Click on your own screen image first.
Okay.
And then the share button will be enabled.
Share is coming as a Google Chrome might not have the screen recording permission on your computer. Go to System Preferences, for more help to go to the issue presenting.
Is there a way like you can give the
Can you send it to me? I can share it, sir.
Yeah, via email or something? You can take my email ID, I'll send it to you or WhatsApp. Okay.
So you need to share the slide in to whom? So if I share it to Balasiva, okay.
Send it to my email ID and then like I'll pick it up and I will present it.
Oh, okay. If I So I'll send it to you in your WhatsApp.
Okay. Give me a second. And forward that to my email ID and you'll be good to go. I didn't receive it yet, doctor.
Have you received it?
No, doctor, not on my WhatsApp yet.
Huh?
Yeah, just now I got it. Yeah.
It comes in your WhatsApp. Huh?
Yeah, I got it, doctor. I got it. Now give me a second. I will forward it and then like I will present it for you. Okay. Just a couple of more minutes. We should be on once it time.
Okay. So while setting it, then I'll keep on talking. So in the kind of in the empowerment mean. So first of all, we are understanding the parents and we are empowering the parents. First of all, it's about skilling and supporting, helping parents first. So it's more kind of step-by-step training. Empowerment is not very easy. So like when you go to doctors will assess and say, what's the problem, what's the diagnosis, and then work on it. So empowerment is a continuous process, training them, supporting them, working with them. So you have a kind of relationship with them. So that's what the parent support purpose needed. Okay? Okay. So as I say, get the slides and once you get it in, okay.
I started presenting it right now. So
okay. Okay, fine, okay. So now you can see empowering professionals, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can see, so this is a kind of Sparks logo. It's a kind of a logo with the purple color, the family. So we have the kind of another branch in Sri Lanka called Ilan Thalirkal. So that's kind of branch in Sri Lanka. The Sparks is kind of global the logo. So the Sparks is resilient. So next slide, please. Okay, so in here, what do you see? So people can just see what you see in the picture. Who put up your hand and show what you see.
A leaf, doctor?
A leaf.
Probably a leaf fallen from a fall.
Okay, so you see a kind of leaf. So Yogesh, what do you see?
Leaf, sir.
You see a leaf, okay. Anyone else see something different?
It looks kind of a lip, actually.
It's a lip.
So some of you can see as a lip. Some of you can see a kind of smile. Some of you can see a lip as a leaf. So the kind of the brain, in order to see, you have to think differently. To see differently, you have to think differently. So you can see as a shape. Some people see as a kind of concrete floor of the scene. So now after me explaining, you can see a leaf. You can see a lip. You can see a leaf. You can see a smile. So however, you can be trained to see differently. Trained to think differently. Keep in the same slide. So in the dealing with the neurodisability and neurodiversity, it's about how you see. If you see a child as a disabled child, if you see it negatively, or a burden, this is a problem, my life is ruined, then that's what you're going to see. You feel negative and sad and upset about it. So you are thinking negatively. Okay. So how do you look and act is different. It's very important. That's a mindset need to change. So if you see in a problem as an impairment or disability, sometimes that's the way the society sees you are disabled, you have impairment. So both of those terms, which one is more positive, impairment or disability?
Impairment.
So the kind of impairment, if you have impaired, you can work on it. Visually impaired, you can put a glass, or you can have so if you have hearing impairment, you can have hearing aid. So when you have an impairment, you can do something. You can do something, improve on it. And also, but if you have disability, then I am disabled, I can't do anything. So we have a mindset about it. So then also another word called diversity. So the kind of new trend, diversity. If you look at the kind of phone and the things, we used to use a Nokia phone in the past, the push button one. Now we are all using the kind of smartphone, this one. The smartphone have a lot of facilities, a lot of things, new way of thinking. So the diversity is like a smartphone, new way of thinking. We are all diverse. We have some strengths and some difficulties, some impairment, overcome them. So that's the way it is also used as a neurodiversity. Rather than saying neurodisability, neurodiversity. So there you have said we also have some strength. Next slide, please. Now you can see, so when you come to autism, this is what given to parents and by the NHS in the UK and also National Autistic Society. You can see there what they are thinking and seeing. If you ask autism, they say autism is a lifelong developmental disability that affects how people perceive the world and interact with others. So when the parent sees that, oh my goodness, my child have a lifelong disability. That's the way they perceive. Then say autistic people see and hear, feel world differently to other people. For example, if you are autistic for life. So by saying that itself gives the kind of different viewpoint, different thinking, and the parents they feel, oh my goodness, I can't do anything. My child is autistic for life, and the autistic thing will have a negative understanding. So that's the kind of challenge. So the parents become sad, they lost hope, they're powerless, scared. They don't want to come out and say, my child has autism or my child has disability. They will hide. So that's the mindset we need to change. So they face many challenges. But if you look at the autism or neurodiversity, there's an opportunity. What are the opportunities? Parents and families can think in a different way. There's opportunity. Professionals can look at the opportunity. Volunteers can come and work and support. There's an opportunity for volunteers to work and support. And the service providers like you, so you can come with the services, products, service providers. There's an opportunity for that. And then if we all work together, united, parents, professional, society, all work together, these children can do well. So in the opportunity, how many of you know that people with neurodiversity, say autism or ADHD, like that, they come out with the product and services. They become inspiring people, and they did so many wonderful things. Does anyone knows those kind of people? They use the opportunity and they were able to help the world. Anyone knows any person they came out with a product, software, anything like that?
There are lots actually, doctor.
Who is that?
There are lots of people who work on different angles actually.
Okay, there are lots of people who are in the IT field. If you know Bill Gates had a form of autism, Asperger's syndrome. He's he's autistic. We also have a ADHD. So that's the one made him to be reclusive and work and develop the computer program. And he had difficulty in social interaction. He didn't have any friends, was recluse. And that's what made him to develop the Windows program. Windows and
Elvis Presley, Elon Musk.
so if you look at the kind of Steve Jobs who developed the kind of iPhone, he had ADHD. Then if you look at Tesla car, Elon Musk, he has ADHD. So they are all neurodiverse people. Neurodiverse people, they come up with the product and services. They think differently. They challenge the way of thinking. They bring out new products and services. So there are lots of people in the world, scientists and leaders, who are neurodiverse. So that's the opportunity. So the neurodiversity is a good thing for the world. Okay, next slide, please. So if you look at the neurodiversity, what is neurodiversity? Neurodiversity describes the idea that people experience and interact with the world around them in many different ways. So we are in different ways. There's no one right way of thinking, learning and behaving. You can't say this is the way I have to think. There's a different way of thinking and behaving. So differences are not viewed as deficits. So you are unique, I am unique, each one of us unique. We have a different way of thinking. That's okay. It doesn't mean you have a deficit. Like I have some difficulties in my speech, maybe dyslexia, or like that. That's my little bit of problem. But you can improve that. Like earlier, we had a little problem when I was present here, so we didn't allow. So we were able to send it by WhatsApp to Balasiva, then we were able to send it to you. So we were able to use the technology. We overcome the problem. So, but we can suggest when you have a problem, we use the technology and methods to overcome. So that's what the different way of thinking, different way of acting. That's what the neurodiversity. So in the neurodiversity, you can see there are a lot of different conditions. On the top, autistic spectrum disorder, dyslexia, those are kind of specific learning difficulty. Trauma, some people may have a trauma. The trauma is a very common thing. Many people trauma that affects the brain development. And developmental disability. There are so many developmental disability, learning disability, cultural diversity. People may have a different cultures. ODD, or oppositional defined disorder, specific learning disabilities, ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, anxiety, fear, OCD or obsessive compulsive disorder, auditory processing difficulty, sensory integration disorder, gifted. Some people are gifted. If you look at some people are gifted and talented in some way. So do you know the Indian statements and the Indian person who was gifted and talented, and also maybe a little bit of neurodiverse? Do you know any person in India who's very gifted? If you look at it, Brahman. Yeah, Ramanujan was gifted, isn't it? So things, he was gifted, and then he was visible. So like that, then if you look at the Nobel Prize winning Gitanjali, he was gifted. Yes, gifted. If you look at Abdul Kalam, he had a gift, isn't it? The kind of things, working out the kind of things. So he had a gifted. Those people are called as a gifted. If you look at Abdul Kalam, he had some social kind of the kind of things. Some people may see he may have a little bit of autistic features like that. Right? So he was kind of gifted. So the kind of there are people developmental coordination disorder. This is kind of called dyslexia, ADD, Rett syndrome. So these are all neurodiversity conditions. If you put them all together, you will come to about 20% of the population. 20%. It's a huge number, big number. 20% of the population have this kind of problem. Okay, next please.
Doctor, sorry to interrupt actually. Sorry to interrupt, just a viewpoint I wanted to add. Putting gifted together here, that changes the entire thought process actually, and thank you for doing it. And that's an angle that, and everybody is gifted in this, and to find ways to kind of, capitalize on what we have is something that, very good perspective, and thank you for doing this.
Okay, thank you. So next slide, you can see what building blocks are foundation of neurodevelopment. So you can see in the Sparks parent, that's what we work with them, help them to understand the foundation. So the child needs to develop, they must have a sensory motor development, sensation, motor, you all need to integrate. Nowadays children are not going out and playing, and they are with the devices, and then so their motor sensory development not optimal, not developed. So that's a delay. Then all must have a ability to be patient, inhibition. So they are becoming impatient. Everything they want to know, they want to have it now. So they need to develop patience, inhibition. They need to develop. Other one, attention, listening, watching, or not to be distracted. So attention span need to develop. So if you are watching TV, YouTube, and devices, then the attention won't develop. So you need to ask people to mute if they are making noise.
Kindly have your microphones on mute.
So, okay, that's better now. Now, otherwise it will be vibrating. Second, echoing. Okay, echoing. Now it's better. So in this one, you can see inhibition, attention, then processing speed, memory. All those things are fundamental. So you can see the next picture. One of the building block is missing, attention missing. Everything is collapsing. So our training and all the service provision need to provide this, work on it, building this foundation blocks. Okay, so there are programs to develop your attention. That's what we do, group activity with children, sports activity, physical activity. By doing that, build the kind of, so doing the kind of lots of physical activity, working on group activity, interaction, eye contact, all those things need to be worked on. So this is the foundation. Next slide, please.
Doctor, just one question before you proceed. Yeah. Is attention the basics of everything on the building blocks?
So the attention is the basis of the building blocks, the very basics. So attention means listening attention, because many children are learning visual attention. Visual means watching the TV, TikTok or YouTube video, playing computer games in the screen, which helps to develop a visual attention. So in the visual attention, you need to go out and see the nature, see the something in the far, something here, and then to focus. All those visual development is important, be in the nature. So not in front of the screen, in the house, only be with the toys. That is limited visual attention. So they get, if you have too many toys, they get easily distracted. They will not be able to process. Like when you were in the past, listening to a story, listening, human conversation, all those things are very important. Okay, so that's what the attention is a very important aspect. Many of the children don't have nowadays. Even many adults don't.
That's very good, doctor. That's very true.
Yeah. Okay. So, in order to explain the neurodevelopment and neurodevelopmental problem or disorder, so this nice song, the Tamil song, Malantham Malrada Padi Malagora, Valaram Vilivannamenda Patan. The part Malantham Malrada Padi Malar. So the flower is blooming, but somewhere on the stops. Malandam Malrada Idapatan is like halfway through. Is blooming, not fully bloomed. So if you see a picture here, so this is a picture I took in a garden, the rose buds are coming, but they are not opening, somehow they are arrested. What happened was, during the kind of cold weather, called frosty weather, so these flowers are blooming, they are arrested, stopped. So in here, what happened was, the environment, the frosty cold weather, has interfered with this blooming. So in the poo வந்து மலர்ந்து மலராம நிற்கிறது. So stop. So அதான் அப்போ flowers are sometimes prevented from blooming by many factors, mainly environmental factors. Similarly, some children are affected in their development. So if you look at the many children, why they are not developing, it is environmental rather than what they have genetically. Some people used to think they are genetically affected. A gene only has certain kind of temperament or things is gift, but the environment plays a major role. 80% environment. When I say environment, the way they live, where they are brought, parental interaction, all those things are environment. Nowadays, the biggest environmental factor is the parental stress. How parents are stressed. Parents are working. Both parents are working. So they don't have a time to play with the child. They let to the TV and the phone and the toys to look after the child. So maybe other person they buy. So that's the major important factor affecting the children development. So which causes lead to impairment. So when the impairment comes, people label them autism, ADHD, developmental delay. So the parents get devastated. Then they become so stressed. So this again, like a vicious cycle, it affects the child's development. So in here, in the parents, the plants need nurturing, right temperature, right amount of water, right amount of sunshine. All those are very important for plants' growth. So same for the human development. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt actually again. I want to share a small 1-minute story, which is a very privileged part of my life actually. So I work with a scientist from NASA, and he worked on like around 14 years to capture the exact moment when a flower will bloom. 7 seconds it takes to bloom from a bud to a real flower. And during that time, it picks its color. He induced colors to each petal. So each petal will have a different color. And then he made the flower look much different actually. And the whole experience of watching it bloom exactly in 7 seconds was wonderful. When you took this metaphor for a child with disability, I was imagining that moment of, aura that I had, that, that flower blooming for 7 seconds, induced with different colors, making it much more beautiful. I hope, all of us can work towards that actually. Thanks, Doctor. This is a beautiful example.
Okay. So like that, we can learn from nature. Nature, like the flower today, is different tomorrow. So like every second, the flower is constantly changing, constantly moving. The petal will fall and things will be constantly adapting. So in here, this picture shows the environment, gene and brain interaction in normal development and neurodevelopmental disorder. So we have to look at, if you want to develop a healthy, normal child, what you need to do. So in here, in the right hand side here, it's a gene. Inside the gene, you have a DNA, and the DNA gene. So that will give a temperament. So some children are a bit sensitive, overly sensitive to the environmental things. So it's like having an allergy. Some children will develop allergy for peanut or something, eczema. So they are rare. So that's a temperament in them. So during the kind of pregnancy, if the parents are fighting or after the parents are fighting, nowadays parents are under stressful fighting and arguing, that will affect the child's brain development. So even during the pregnancy, mother under stress hormone will affect the brain development. So after birth, what kind of food they are eating, either supportive, loving family, then the brain maturation will happen nicely. But if it's affected early part, brain development will be affected. So love and attachment, acumen play together. If the parents are working under stress, living alone under stress, then that will affect. So after the children are living in a nice neighborhood, playing, enjoying playing together, physical activity, running around and doing those things, then that will give a kind of positive development in the brain. If they are left to watch the TV in with the kind of iPad, then that will affect the brain development negatively. So they are not going to develop. They will have a speech and language delay. So later on, so all those things, if you leave it, they will end up like autism, developmental delay. So that sometimes they may born early, prematurely. They have brain hemorrhage or something like that. So few children, those children will be developing a cerebral palsy or something like that. So because they have something something slight defect or anything happen that affected the certain part of the brain, then of course they will have. So that's a very few number of children. But if you look at the most of the autism or ADHD, they look normal outside. They sometimes they develop and able to speak, and then suddenly they are arrested by about 18 months, 2 years. They are stopped developing and then going backwards. So this is children is due to more kind of environmental factor. So if you want to provide healthy children, do fantastic food and there's some environment toxin. But if you look at nowadays, most of the people are coming and living in cities, the high-rise building. So environment toxins. Pollution and the way you live, stressful like that. So all those things are going to affect you. But if you are living in a village, a nice area, garden, community, village, or other people to support and help you, then the child will develop well. So this is the factors affecting the development of human beings. Okay, next please.
Doctor, a question.
Question, yeah.
I heard a term called virtual autism because of the screen time and the current lifestyle. And is that reversible, doctor? Like if they identify that the child has a problem around 1 to 2 years, is that reversible?
That's a very good question. If you look at this is becoming a problem in the professionals who are in the IT field. In the IT field, they think the IT field, they are constantly working, especially also after COVID, it's become a big problem. The children are being given screen to study, work on it, because they think there's a study, now they get addicted. So those children many children are looking a bit autistic. They are liking eye contact, they become addicted and they want to play, and also computer games are addicted, they're doing that. So they become screen time. So if you stop and then take them out and play and do things, they reverse. So it is reversible, so it's preventable. So the good question, by doing that early part of the development, they are dangerous and they are addictive, so you don't provide them, they don't give them. So you use sorry time, working on doing the thing. Then of course, there are something which can be helpful, but it's only for a short period of time. You must know that they are addicted. So they should know how to go and navigate and work out to break the password, and they know how to get it. They are very inventive, and then they do. Your passwords are simple password, they know how to break it.
It's mostly their names actually.
Okay, next one. Okay, so this is the kind of slide which shows how the brain works. So if you play the video in here, then you can see the kind of nerve cells are there. They communicate by sending current, by joining together. They join together and develop cells mature. So this video is produced by Harvard University, which shows the kind of how brain function, brain develop. So visual development, they are all kind of foundation. Once you have a developed foundation, then after you can build on like that. So, but if you don't use certain parts of the brain cells, then they get pruned off, they cut off. So child is only using more kind of visual this thing, not developing the listening or auditory part of it, they will be pruned off, they'll be cut off. The child not developing speech, but is developing more kind of non-verbal ways of communication. If you don't use your motor skills, then you are going to develop, you'll be pruned off. That's a danger. So you had to develop them, put them into action by doing that. So that's what you see. Many people are not using the brain properly. So they are developing dementia and things are all happening in adults and other people because they are become so sedentary. Watching passively, watching things. So not actively reading books and doing or writing and doing that kind of thing. So their motor skills are all pruned off. So that's kind of danger. Okay. Next slide, please. So this is the kind of video showing the neuroplasticity. So in here, the term called neuroplasticity. The brain has the ability to connect and develop and to do at any age. So the question you asked, whether it's reversible? Yes, there are many things are reversible. even they have impairment, by doing the kind of right work and then to do, their brain connections can be developed. So the right food, right activity, right exercise, right routine, right activity, by doing over and over again, they develop this new pattern, new habit. So this video will show how to develop a new pattern of brain connection. So that's the kind of one of the good thing about neuroplasticity.
A leading question, doctor, from the previous question. Till what age, it is easily possible, and till what age it is going to be difficult to reverse it?
So that's a good question. The neuroplasticity can be at any age, even old age.
Awesome.
So old age you can do that. Like if a person had a stroke, so they lost something. Then you work on it, other parts of the brain will take over. Other parts of the brain will take over. That's what early rehabilitation, working, doing things. Those stages of the child with cerebral palsy, they say you can't do anything, they leave. But then nowadays, if you go on working from start and doing, they will start a new connection. So even cerebral palsy, like Parkinson's disease and all the kind of things, you can, by doing the kind of activity, physical activity, like some of the children who have a motor disability, working on the treadmill, taking them for a ride and working on the bicycle, they have to do actively, not passively. Like sometimes parents make a mistake, they have a they will cuddle them, even bigger children, they will feed the child. By doing that, they are denying the child's ability to do themselves. So you have to make them do themselves, walk themselves, crawl and roll and work on it. So that they think they are a bit, the child will cry. When the child cries, they say, no, child crying, I don't want to cry the child. They wrap them in the cotton wool. So they have to stop doing that. Okay, you are crying, come on, I'm going to go walk. You're going to walk, you're going to eat yourself. Yeah, I'm going to train you, toilet train, not to put pampers. I'm going to toilet train, work on it. Work early on. By doing that, the neuroplasticity will kick on, you will teach. So that's what, as Priya was saying, parents need to do that at home very early on. That's what the empowerment. You need to have a new understanding. These are all like a smartphone technology.
Excuse me, sir. We have a question. It's from Sharon Sunil saying, sir, with those with poor set shifting or cognitive inflexibility, is it because of reduced neuroplasticity?
So the kind of things is not reduced neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity can be kicked on anytime. So in order to do neuroplasticity, you stop doing the wrong thing and start doing the right different thing. So if you start doing the different thing, brain starts connecting it. So the neuroplasticity is there all the time with you, okay? So you want to, there are some children a bit sensitive to something. Then you say the child is sensory, don't do that, give that. No. One of the mistakes people do, they give some chew toy. Child is putting something in the mouth or chewing the cloth. They give a chew toy, plastic toy, they tie in the neck. So child chewing and chewing and chewing. By doing that, you're promoting the negative behavior of chewing. So if you want to improve the child, remove the chew toy and discourage chewing, it's not good for you too. Then make the child to hand something else, maybe crawling or running or walking, engage the hand in something else continuously. So child will now start engaging something else, gradually forget about chewing. The hand going in the mouth and chewing will come. So like the kind of some of the sensory behavior. Child may be flapping the hands or doing like that. Then you engage the hand in a different way. So there are way of sensory motor activities. By doing it, you gradually bring in a new activity. The neuroplasticity means we are bringing in a new activity, like you are learning today. So neuroplasticity is happening in each and every one of your brain. Now you heard about me, I'm showing the PowerPoint presentation. All those things bring about change in your brain. Every day neuroplasticity is happening. We are learning new things. But if you learn the new things, then if you do the kind of things, it will become a habit. Then it will become automatic. without any. Simple as that. So you use that in order to develop any one of it. You can learn a language, you can learn anything about you can learn to dance, anything you can learn to do. Okay? Did I answer the question? Okay. So we can move on to the next slide.
Yes, doctor, that very much answered the question. We have one more question. It's from Mr. Ganesh saying, "Hi doctor, can you please help with understanding impact of heavy metals in autistic or ADHD children and how it can be rectified?"
Impact of, what's the question? Impact of?
Heavy metals.
Okay, can you please understand impact of heavy metals in autistic age children and how it can be rectified? Okay. Sometimes what happens, you are looking for very rare thing, like heavy metals and things. When you go in Google or something, what will happen? So I'm showing you in this slide, okay? In parents, after joining Sparks, the transmission, this would happen, okay? They are normally excess worry, sadness, what happened to me, anything like that. Then they are sometimes blaming themselves, I didn't do that, this others, loss of hope, and believe in fate, my fate like that. Then if you look at in here, changes in mindset started, they become aware of self and child strength. So what you have to do, if you want to help your child, you have to focus on your strength, what strength you have, what is important, and work on it. Then be curious and learn about the factors affecting, promoting brain-human development. So you want to look at what things will develop. You look at positively, how to develop speech, how to develop eye contact, how to develop. That's a positive thing. You focus on that part. Then also negative things also you need to know. So these are things that affected me. Then there are a lot of information you can Google and see. So information is easy to get. Some can be misleading. So the heavy metal, things are a rare thing. So it can be misleading. So if you go and Google there are some therapists and working, say we are heavy metal, we are going to come, chelate, and then you can detox, come here, I will detox you, this or that. There's also kind of in a Facebook group, WhatsApp group, and they will say, okay, detox there. There's a homeopathic treatment, this treatment, that treatment, all unproven treatment, they will do that. Then there are people, they are exploiting you. So they can, this heavy metal and things like that, there may be maybe 1%, 2%, the people may have this kind of problem. So it is not a 80% problem. 80%, 90% people, that's not the problem. Okay. So in that, so if you focus your energy in a negative way on the kind of thing, then you are not going to progress. Okay. So now when I am talking about those things, you can see in your mind, this is a question came up. So I am presenting something, you are asking something, very rare thing. So by doing that, now you can see we are, at the moment, our attention and focus is diverted to the heavy metal problem. Okay. So you have to look at what is important. So you must have a clarity. You must ask question, how do I develop my child? This is the most important part. How do I develop my child? How do I make my child to develop? How do I do that? If you ask an empowering positive question, you will improve, your child will improve quickly. That's a secret. That's why we empower the parents. Ask the right question. Okay, right question and work on it. So focus your 80% of your energy on that part, okay? Only 20%, 10% in this part, okay? Focus on those things. Then if you focus in here, the parents will say, why happened to me? As no one is helping me. They feel like a victim. A poor child, let the child do what they like to do, enjoy. They let the child to do, get away with the murders. Okay, child doing, or let the child watch the TV, let the child do, poor child. So then a child, you are harming the child. Then no one know reason how to teach me developing a child. They feel helpless. So that's what the majority, 80% of the people are like that. They feel in the trap. So when you go in the sparks and work on it, they become aware, they become curious, learn. Information is power, right information is power. Then they take responsibility. They take responsibility, they understand and practice. Whatever you learn, put into practice. Then they feel I can do, I must do with the support of others. And then also maybe other helpers. And then I can change myself. Only you can change yourself first. When you are going to change others. So you start with yourself. You're willing to help other parents and children, not only you, that's what as a group, they help other parents coming together, they all work together. Then positive attitude, learning and developing, enjoying the life and optimistic. Accept all and unique. First of all, you have to accept your child. Your child is unique. That's what they are different. That's what the neurodiversity is. Each one is unique, each one is different in a way, but you have a role to play. Each and every one in this universe have a role to play. You are disabled, you are hiding, and you are locked away, all role to play. Be patient, have faith and consistent work. You have to do the work in a repeated way, consistent way, and input on themselves and the child to see the results. So that's what has happened. Now, by doing the kind of group activity and things, so like in the Sparks in the Chennai, there are a group of parents working that way. So Priya or other parents can come and tell what kind of transmission changes happened to you. You want to share your experience? So Priya or other Sparks parent from Chennai.
I'm in the line, doctor. Can I share?
Okay, you can share it. Yeah. Now you can see the kind of group coming together weekly in a group activity and things. What have you seen in the way parents are helping each other, coming together, sharing? What kind of improvements you have noticed? Yeah.
Thank you, doctor, for the question. I think I can start from our parent, Chennai parent leader itself, like a person like Jayanti or Divya Priya or Leela. So the Sparks, the whole idea of the Sparks and the Sparks meeting, what we had in April, there is a big transformation in people's beliefs and hope. Earlier, they were in a stigma that these all are, they are in a myth like nothing can going to be changed. It's all depend with the profession. It's all we have to liaise only with the profession, and they are like a god, and we have to depend. And whatever they say, that is a message they got, and that is the kind of belief they were having so far. But after the Sparks and it was a kind of an awakening for parents, like what is all about autism. It's not just the main core, as I already said, it's not just with the profession. It's also as a cumulative approach, it's a cohesive approach. It's also from the parent and their potential with the potential what the child has. The parents' contribution also there. They have to work with the child. Parents are the in charge. So that feel, I think all the parents are God, doctor, after being with Sparks. And it's not just that with and after Sparks, and we almost conducted 2 online meeting with doctor, and we had 4 group activity sessions. One in beach we had with the coach, and 3 activities we did at Semmuri Punga. So every session there is around 15 parents and family came for the session, and I run the session. I as a coach run the session. Jayanti was run the session, and it's been going great. And people has the sense of the motor coordinate activity is the must. It's not just with the therapy. It's not just with academic. It's not just with some playing just like that at home. It has to be a meaning. There has to be a logic. There has to be a group approach that is add more value to it, and that thus group activity what we did in Sparks, it's really helpful for them, and there is no money involved in Sparks. I think it's a great opportunity for them and for us also. and parents has realized that the real value, how to work with the children, or how to get information from the therapist, not just like whatever they say. It's not just the Bible, right? It's not whatever it's not like we are fighting with the professional or the therapist. We need people, we need profession, but it has to be in a right approach, not a false information, not in a false directive. So that awakening has happened with Spark's parent, and daily, I hope you know, doctor. Daily, I'll be getting 3 to 4 calls from different parents from different area. Even today, I got call from Chidambaram. An adult parent was speaking with me, and they were talking about Sparks, and they were talking about your work, and she wants to connect with you, and they want to know what else we can do. And I was telling about neuroplasticity. So there is a hope, giving the hope to the parents is a big task. But as in we start Sparks and parents have that idea that yeah, things can be changed, there is a hope, we can do something to the children. So that has been established, doctor.
Awesome,
Thank you.
awesome. And
So now
awesome.
you can see. So that's what the transformation is. Parents become in charge. They are able to support each other, help each other. When they come into collectively, they are developing leaderships. They are leading it, supporting it, and also kind of brother sister feeling. The fathers also come. So some of the fathers also come and help.
Absolutely. And we experience that in our in our academy as well, and in the tourism activities that we do. And we did not by choice, like with knowledge, we started these things. We started these things because we felt like a child should have all these things actually. But when I hear you, God has blessed in the right direction is what I think, because we focus on going out in tourism, and we focus on sports academy and things like that, and social activities, and like being on the outside every time. So and I think that's something that I'm happy that we are in the right direction. But when you started speaking, a lot of ways to do this is popping in my head, and I will connect with Priya and you. Actually, we can do magic actually. Become together. So we should work something like that. Something is boiling in my mind, but I'll leave that for a later conversation. Please continue. Let me present.
Okay, that's good. So we also have this kind of activity at Endeavor, the physical therapist, then they're doing that. We also trying to facilitate in the university child development center in Ramachandra Medical School, Stanley Medical School. We wanted to be. India is a big country, huge country. So I had to be in Madurai, Bangalore. We are trying to establish a small group in Bangalore, like that. So like that, by doing a supporting. Okay? So this is developing Sri Lanka by kind of professional from America, UK, Canada. We all put together. We formed this kind of autism awareness message. So Change for Autism is a Australian brand. We work with them. So when they talking about autism, this is a message we want to give. A person with autism look like you and me. So there's a neurodiversity message. They look same as you and me, but they have a difficulties in communication, eye contact, change of routine, social situation like a birthday party. Let's make it simple. What is autism? Make it name. And autism facts is a disorder. They have a repetitive behavior like shaking hands, keeping items in a row, something like that. Then the increase worldwide, can happen anyone, anywhere. Early intervention is effective. So that's the kind of basic to do. So maybe Yogesh, if you mute yourself, it's echoing.
All of you, can you please mute?
Oh, okay, now it's better. So the kind of next slide, please. So this is Tamil. If people want to explain Tamil, so this is English. So the parents, we print a card, and it's a girl or boy girl card. So they can take it with them. In India, we print in 3 languages: Tamil, English, Sinhalese. 3 languages. So now in France, we have printed in French. So this card is printed and laminated. They can have it. So wherever they go in the bus or anything, so they can carry it and show. Autism is not a disease. It is a problem with brain development. So my daughter has autism. So that they will understand what is autism. Then my daughter is like another child. She wants to feel loved and accepted. She would like to belong. She is intelligent and affectionate. She experiences the world differently from you and me. she has done something wrong, upset you, I would like to apologize on her behalf. I am certain she is sorry and she is hurting as well. Parents like us working hard to help our children become aware of themselves and world around them. Your compassion and understanding are greatly appreciated. Choose to make a difference. So this is what we did for the autism awareness and things. So parents can carry with them. So in the bus or then they can show it to people. They will understand and they become compassionate, support and help you. So this is a way to facilitate think in a kind of positive way. Next slide, please.
Doctor, one of the things.
Sorry?
Am I audible, doctor?
Yes, I can hear you.
So one of the things that as an initiative from Ablora we are doing is we are now working with multiple schools to educate children in all classes, inclusive, exclusive schools about disability, how to be with them, play with them, work with them, and all those things. So is there anything that is specific? Because you brought this up, anything that can be given within a minute or two to anybody to understand autism and how to interact with them.
So there are so many materials available to explain autism, what is autism book or anything. Like there is a mother in America. So he developed a small booklet in a school how to explain autism. Ethan, there's a book called Ethan, and then that book was translated in Tamil. There's a mother who was a doctor. Her son she wanted to how to explain autism to son and also explain to other children. She developed a kind of book with a cartoon and picture. In Tamil called Thiran. So you want to call the autism as a Thiran. He's a different boy. Thiran, he's a very talented boy, Thiran. So I put as Thiran. She developed a book. So that book we can buy it in Amazon, like the Tamil book, and also kind of Ethan. So like that, there are lots of other books and materials which are developed to explain about autism things. There are YouTube videos and things.
So basically, we go into schools and educate children so that in inclusive schools, there is this need actually for children to understand children with disabilities. So for that part, we are building an academic course actually. And I will definitely buy this book and any other process to kind of enable that, because we can create a future world which is so inclusive, and that is the goal of Ablora. So and for that we also wanted to start work with kindergarten students and come up actually. So in 12 years we can touch as many lives as possible and make them think and feel and be inclusive. So that's what.
So there's a mother in the UK. She had twins. And her twins. One of them fell off from the upstairs and had a head injury and developed disability. The child became non-verbal or child verbal. Then she wrote a book about 15 things and nobody told me about autism, and she written her experience. Then she also developed a magazine called Oak Kids, UK Oak Kids, and they were running it. And then 2021 they have stopped it, but all the magazines are in a PDF version online. So that itself gives you lots of kind of ideas to school, parents and all things like that. There are so many resources. The All Kids magazines, or all the magazines are it's free. Then you can download. So like that, there's so many resources available through America, through Britain, other countries, Australia. They're all developed. So how to develop. So India may not have. So like that, from different countries, you can look at and adapt and develop in different languages for India. Okay. So we go to the next slide.
Yes.
Next slide. So this is in Tamil. Next one. So this is a confidential, like one of the parent who developed what are the areas one need to work on, like a visual areas need to work and different coding, but to achieve, but you are working on it, what they need to work on it, color coding. So they put in the wall, they can develop. So like this is a kind of visual in a way you developing the skill of the child. So this would be parents empower, parents and school, everybody together work on it. Okay, next one. So autism or neurodiversity, I put the kind of all the condition, neurodiverse conditions, they are like a mountain, like climbing a Mount Everest. So parents get shocked and things. So the problem is like a mountain or elephant. So if you ask the kind of elephant and blind man, each one sees a different thing. They see the kind of tail and see, okay, this is elephant. Other person feel the wall and see this. Oh, elephant is like a wall. Elephant is like a tree. But they are all partly correct. So neurodevelopmental problems are like an elephant. But different people see different things. A therapist will see different things. Other person will see the different thing. But if we put together in a holistically, like a mountain, elephant. So how do we climb the mountain? You can't climb it in one day. You step by step climb, you get the training and then you do it. But it's probable, doable. Mountain climbing is doable. So step at a time, focus on understanding and developing winning habits. You must have the right mountain climbing habits and working on necessity. You'll get ups and downs, you get tired. So you have to train yourself, work on it, and then you have a right support mechanism. Then if you do that, through the kind of good habits, you will develop yourself first, then develop your child. Certainly, with the neuroplasticity, you can develop the child. It's possible to do that. So as a parent, you must feel I am responsible, I am in charge. Must have a holistic picture to find solution. That's the best way for my child and family. So this has to be best for you and your child, family, and then work together. So the fathers also need to work with the mothers need to work with the family, uncles and aunts and other people, the service providers. They all work together. So voluntary sector. If you work together, then these children can certainly achieve their potential. So I'll stop with this. There are some other slides. So I'll be enough with the slides. Then I can answer some of the questions you may have.
Please open up. Anybody can ask a question rather than typing. Go ahead and ask a question.
Yeah. So with the orchids, yeah, UK orchids. So I can the magazine. You can go to the kind of website and then go to the website and you can download. I have downloaded the two magazines, the PDF version. Then I can send it to you. They kind of index and you can go there and download.
Sure, sir. Pass it on to everybody, whoever participated today. We send it over.
Yeah. Well, so you can, Yogesh, then you can message me. And then if you message me, then I'll be able to.
You can send it to me. You can send it to me, and I will give it to the team. They will send it to everybody who's participating.
Okay.
Sure.
So now you are kind of things. Instead of looking at it as an impairment or disability, and look at the children, they have certain talents. They are neurodiverse children. They're neurodiverse adults.
Good question when you said that, this was I have not touched disability directly, but I talked to all the parents mostly. So one question that they had was, now there is a section of people who say if the child can do music, then let her focus or let them focus on music more. And there is a section of therapists who say that don't do the same thing again and again. So there is a confusing dual catch-22 kind of situation, whether to focus on the talent that they have, or should we kind of mix it up a little bit. So what is the right way to do it, doctor?
So the kind of the certain things you have to develop the child. So if they have a talent and interest, that's one way of developing the child become confident. So they can musical ability, drum playing, keyboard, dance, and things. You develop. Then also with that you also develop the other things as well. Other things, and then say you develop this one. So it's kind of balance. If you are focusing on 80% of the time music or watching YouTube and doing that kind of thing, then it's become obsessive, too much. But you're not developing other aspect. Then you say timetable. So this is the kind of things you develop and then become then performance, and then the child becomes confident, and also the child will enjoy. So it's a must to have a good feeling of happiness and things. So.
Can we put a percentage to it, doctor, so that parents can get a clear answer? If the child possesses a talent on music, or like playing drums, or like playing flute, or like playing a keyboard, is it okay for the child to spend 60% of its time on developing the talent, or 40%, and then rest of the activities in a different percentile?
So it is okay to develop the kind of talent and things, and the parents also. So everything has to be in the right context and balance.
Okay.
Balance to do, and then to develop. So the parents will know about the child, what they want to. So you want to build the child's confidence and then trusting the child. The child also developing self. Okay, I'm able to. I'm unique in the kind of way to develop. And also, some of the things, if you do it face to face, is far better than online. So face to face and things, so you can see the kind of online. So now with the COVID is gone, so the sense, so better to do it all the things online. So we have a kind of Bollywood dance training. The Bollywood dance from Canada, training children in Sri Lanka, UK through online. So, but that online training is not that effective. But when she went to Sri Lanka, gave the kind of face-to-face training, the children picked up so quickly. So you have to combine it online and also face-to-face, especially dance and music. That'll be far more effective.
Actually, can you go on mute, please? And there is an echo because of yours only. So I'll take care of this. So go on mute. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. Anybody else has questions, please, raise your hand, and you can ask your questions yourself. You need not type it, actually. You can voice it out as well.
Then you can type in message, then if you want a question. Okay. So this kind of all of you working in the kind of service providers and things. And now you know Priya in Chennai, and then also who Jogesh or Chennai. Then you can meet Priya and see the kind of things they work and support, and then you also understand the parents' need, and then you can collaboratively work and develop, and that's how you can collaborate and work and support each other.
Absolutely. And I'm going to call you because something I had some thoughts actually while you were talking, and and I don't feel there's a structured guidance methodologies that are there which parents can experience with their children there right now. It's all confusing in multiple places actually. To come to a place of clarity of what exactly to do with my child, that itself is a big first step that they can take. And that is missing right now. And I had some thoughts while you were talking. I got some ideas actually. I'll talk to you and Priya, and then we'll see how we can implement that as soon as possible.
We also provide mental wellness, mental fitness training program. So I haven't covered it there. So I had it in the slide. It's called mental fitness coaching. So we are coaching at the moment we are coaching about 18 people in India. So it's a very expensive program. It's a program meant for leaders. If you show the slides, I'll go through the slides.
Is it like getting into theta levels and things like that, Doc? Because I have attended a few like that.
Next slide, please. Next slide. So next one, yeah. That's the slide, yeah. So this is called positive intelligence. It's a coaching program for a book called Positive Intelligence. It's using the positive psychology, neuroscience, cognitive psychology, and performance science. It's a 4 branch of development. They put together into a positive intelligence. So it's a kind of common one operating system, but has a different applications. Like you have a Android system, you can put so many different apps on it. So like that, it has different applications in there. So benefits and practice. So it came for personal development, success, stress management, team building, relationship, work-life balance, parenting, health, dieting, solve problems, and purpose. So for all those applications, this program will help for leadership and leaders and for the program. So the kind of, it's called PQ, positive intelligence quotient. So it can be measured how we are doing it and support. So it's a kind of well advanced program. And then next slide, please. So he tend to develop the mental fitness. Mental fitness, your capacity to respond life challenges with a positive rather than negative mindset. So that's what the mental fitness, okay? So that will lead to resilience, okay? So this program help you to improve peak performance and then to healthy relationship. All those things can be achieved through this program. So work on it. So we use the program to help our parents and professionals work in developing. So we are building infrastructure, developing leaders by investing. So this cost of the program is $1,000. It's an expensive program, and we are investing on those parents, selected parents, and developing, especially as a leaders, developing in every countries where we do. We select some of those parents who have capacity to work and able to develop, and we develop them. So next one. So once we develop, it has a 3 component. One is called self-command. So the root cause of the mental fitness, like in 3 primary colors, we have million colors. So the 3 primary thing, self-command development, then saboteur interception. Saboteur means your negative way of thinking. Then the sage, your positive way of thinking. So negative way of thinking, fear-based thing. Sage means it's about love-based things. So these 2 components can be measured in your what you have and things like that. Next slide, please. Then the saboteurs are, next slide, just first, they are fear, stress-based, okay, fear and stress and anger, guilt, shame, insecurity. Sage qualities are empathy, curiosity, creativity, passion, purpose. So this is a kind of sage quality. See, reduce the negative qualities and build the sage quality. So that's what the mental fitness is. We provide this program and work on the mental fitness in some of the parents and professionals and volunteers. And
I recommend my connects connections to you, Doc. Like many leaders and many teams will kind of require that. I will recommend a few to you. Like you'll pass some contacts to you, and they will take up the courses for sure.
Okay.
And any parents, any other question, please go ahead and ask parents.
So the parents are asking what kind of diet should I follow? Gluten-free diet, sugar-free diet is helpful. Like sometimes I told you, when you go there, Google, you get a lot of misinformation. Like gluten is a small rare problem, but many people make a big thing out of it. Gluten is causing problem. Gluten doesn't cause development delay. Gluten doesn't cause autism. That's a misinformation. And sugar certainly can cause some problem. Sugar, too much sugar can make children hyperactive, the behavior, and then there is too much sugar in the food. So too much excess sugar will lead to develop insulin-resistant diabetes and obesity, all those things are eating habit. So processed food and all the food in the past used to have a cooked food. Now in India, in everywhere. So everywhere, so many restaurants. So many people even lost the way of cooking. They don't know how to cook. So they are unable to need to go. Even elders, we are spoiled. So all those kind of processed food certainly will affect your brain development. So if you cook food and the kind of natural food, all those things will help. So that's all factors. So you need to focus on the right. So gluten is a very small component of it. Gluten sensitivity is a small component. So gluten doesn't cause neurodevelopmental problem.
Doctor, one more question I have is I've seen a few meltdowns actually of children. If you can give a guide, if there's a meltdown, do this second, do this third. what it could be, doctor? Is there a book rule of how to handle children when they are having a meltdown?
So those are all kind of learning, training. You have to, these are skills you have to learn. So it'll be difficult to answer in a 1 or 2 sentences. What can you do? So that's what in the Sparks Parents, we go through like normally the kind of program is 1.5 hours. In the 1.5 hours, you can take a topic and you go into topic and read about, learn and prepare. So parents also can prepare. So it's about behavior management, how to do. All those things are big topic. You have to learn. You have to learn structure step by step.
Okay. Any other questions from any other parent? Otherwise, we can thank doctor for his valuable time and
Okay. So now, hopefully you all kind of learn something.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure hearing to you. And when, normally, when we hear professionals, it's the same point of view. When there's a vantage point of view after years of experience, and that kind of brings, a very clearer picture to how to look at it. We might be looking at from one angle alone, and that helped actually. That helped, and whatever services we are going to create out of Abelora is going to be in consultation with you, is what I thought today. And and that direction is something that we should take in the right steps. And thank you so much. And Priya, thank you so much for putting me in touch with doctor. And Sundaram sir, thank you so much for putting me in touch with Priya. So all of you, thank you so much. And doctor, God bless you in all opinions in service. And I will definitely stop over in UK when I'm flying in September to meet you. Or else we'll meet you. Thanks, God.
Thank you, thank you, doctor.
From the kind of things, look at the kind of in an empathetic way, how I can help, how I can support, and what are the problems, what can I answer. By talking to parents and talking to Priya, talking to other people, what kind of issues, what are the difficulties they're having. By being curious and understanding, learning about the problems and things, then you will try to come with a kind of solution. So the solution can be helpful, and your business also can grow. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you all for joining, and pleasure having you. Hope this was very useful to you all. Take care. God bless.
Okay, take care. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.